Welcome to Opinionated Cigars. It's your boy Mutt, and this is where we put our opinions in the air like smoke as we smoke. Today, we're going to be discussing the Drew Estate Undercrown El Tigre Dominicano. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it with opinionated cigars. Let the wisdom flow like a river beneath the distant stars. No need for anger, no need for the fight. Just honest conversation, burning ever so
So, the Drew Estate Undercrown El Tigre Dominicano is a medium to full-bodied Dominican forward cigar. It delivers a refined blend of white pepper, roasted espresso, and a rich earth, accented by a subtle cedar, leather, and dark chocolate. It is distinguished by a Dominican twang that finishes creamy and smooth. The primary notes, white pepper, roasted espresso, and deep earth, with secondary notes of leather, cedar, toasted nuts, and a delicate natural sweetness. The retrohale shall offer elevated complexity, bringing out darker, roasty sweet cocoa and spice notes without any harshness. Now, the El Tigre breaks down a traditional undercrown mold by swapping out Nicaraguan fillers for Dominican tobaccos. The wrapper is an Ecuadorian Sumatra. The binder is a Connecticut Corojo H99 hybrid, and you have Dominican and Criolla fillers. What we should expect from the cigar is the cigar should start with a creamy smoothness and a sharp, citrus-tinged white pepper tingle on the tongue. But as the burn progresses, it should be enhanced by the box press and its unique mouthfeel, and the flavor should deepen into a complex, roasty, and mineral-driven note. Now, Drew Estate lists on its own website that the best pairing for this cigar is either coffee or a rum old fashioned. Now, I opted out of both of those. For one, I wasn't in a mood for coffee, and for two, I didn't have any rum to make an old fashioned. However, I do have an old fashioned, but it's made out of bourbon, so I have a bourbon old fashioned. So we will see how it goes with that. So let's cut up and proceed. Now, what you're gonna learn about me watching my videos is Drew Estate is a favorite of mine. It's really no wrong they can do on my eyes, with the exception of the infused products, which, if you're a fan of that, they do no wrong in your eyes. I'm just not a fan of those. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this do for me. I love when new products come out, especially from my favorite people. That's it. I'll bet the draw is perfect. Just a perfect draw. See the smoke output. I mean, the guys that roll out Drew Estate, they just professionals on all levels. It's rare that you're gonna get a cigar product from them that has any errors in it. That's not your error, like your humidifier error or something like that. But something that comes straight from the factory, it's rare you're gonna get a product from Drew Estate. So I'll bet I can tell this is a very light cigar. Now it did say that it is a medium to full. Maybe it'll intensify later on, but as of right now, it's very light, very smooth. You do get the pepper. It's very a light pepper. Nothing intense. Just it's slightly more stronger on the retro hill than on the mouthfeel. The mouthfeel is just very light. The retro hill, it it's a notch more on the retro hill. I taste a light sweetness. I know it's without the retro hill. I taste a light sweetness on the tip of my tongue. That's nice little sweetness. The the cedar backs it up. I don't taste the toasted nuts, but the pepper is initial. The the cedar is initial. You taste those right off. The little sweetness, you taste that sort of right off. But we just started, so we're gonna get through this first and we're gonna talk about it. Okay. So on the first third, what I'm getting is on the tongue, the pepper stays on the tongue. It's a light pepper, but that's what mostly I taste on my tongue. I recognize that the little sweetness that I was getting is when I first pull in. So I don't know if it's around the tip area or if it's just throughout, but when I first pull in on my tongue, I taste a little sweetness. But when I retrohale, it's more the pepper. So I'm getting mostly the pepper. Now the taste also that's on my tongue, besides that little peppery, is like a slight burn like taste. So that could be the roasted espresso or the toasted nuts, but it's like a slightly burnt type taste. Not too bad to complain about, just a little slightly burnt. Now, what I will say is I did drink some of the old fashioned as I was pulling in with it, and that really changed it. That made it taste great. I'm assuming because the peppery notes blends well with the sweet cinnamon. That balances it perfectly. So they spot on with the rum, and I could also imagine I could just like taste off experience that coffee would go good with this because the sweetness of the coffee will balance out that pepper, and it would. So I could really see this with coffee. I almost wish I would have brought some coffee because I think I actually would have enjoyed the coffee a little bit more. But tonight is a fight night, and I'm preparing myself. I'm doing this video before I watch these boxing events, so alcohol is night. But nah, so far on its own, if I was smoking this by itself, I'd just be like, but with this old fashioned, I enjoy taking sips here and there. Let's go through the second. I'll be right back. All right. So through the second, first part of the second, I started to switch into a mindset of I almost started not to really enjoy it anymore. The that burn taste on the back of my tongue that remained on the back of my tongue, it wasn't that enjoyable. It was just kind of like almost irritating to tell you the truth. Sipping the old fashioned did make it taste better. It only lasted for so long, then the cigar will bring it back in and more peppery. However, as I progressed through the second, the pepper did start to die down. When I pull in and blow out, it was a lot smoother. Even on the retro hill, the pepper was still there, but not as strong. It was a light pepper. However, it did still sit on the back of my throat. Um, so my feelings about it right now is I don't think I enjoy the flavor profile that much, especially because I'm really relying on the drink that I have to give it the flavors that make it enjoyable. Even if I was drinking coffee with it, I could see myself enjoying the coffee, enhancing it. But the cigar on its own, um, not really for it that much. I'm not gonna lie. Not to say that some people wouldn't enjoy it because some people love peppery sticks like that, which I enjoy peppery sticks that kind of switch up here and there, like offer other flavors to it. This is only really offering me that kind of like toasted burn taste that's it's not that enjoyable to me. I'm not really feeling it like that. Like I say, it did down a little bit on the peppery, the white pepper. It did down some. It's a little smoother. The blow, the pull is smoother. The retro hill is smoother, but the taste that stays on my tongue is just not. It's not that enjoyable to me. I mean, I'm going through the third and wrap it up. So going to the third, my conclusion is I keep drinking the old fashioned, and I realize I'm using the old fashioned to kind of clean that burn taste off my tongue. I drink the old fashioned and clears it out, but old El Tigre, the tiger, keep fighting it back like.
Put him up. Put him up. Which one of you first? I'll fight you both together if you
So
want.
with that said, I'm not enjoying this like that. This will probably be my last El Tigre Dominicano. Drew Estate, not gonna trash you because your track record, you got more wins than losses in my book. So I'm not gonna trash it. However, this not really for me. This is I'm not really enjoying this. I'm not gonna even finish this. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not gonna finish this because I feel like I'm just forcing my way through it, which I forced my way through it just for this review. I'm not gonna finish it. If you do try it and you like it, that's your opinion. My opinion, it's not for me. I don't enjoy the burn taste on it. I'm not getting a bunch of other notes. The sweetness that was on the tip, that was in the beginning. Through the first third, I get the little sweetness coming off the tip as I smoked it. The pepper was stronger than on the pull and on the retro hill. Second half, it remained a little strong, and then throughout the second part of the second half, the pepper did die down. The retro hill still stayed in there a little bit, but that burn taste remains on the tongue in between pulls, with the exception of when I drink some of the old fashioned, which I would assume if I was drinking coffee, it would be the same exact thing. Now, I gotta say that in the third, it did switch to a full. I do feel it a little bit. So it did switch to a full body cigar. And it is ramping up to a full body. And I'm sure if I finish smoking this, I have quite a little bit of a head rush. I definitely feel it. But I'm not gonna get that far because like I said, I'm not gonna finish this. So in my opinion, the cigar is not for me. This is not one that I overly enjoy or that I go seeking to buy again. I probably won't buy another one of these. However, that's my opinion. Still try for yourself and form your own opinion on it. You may enjoy it. It might be what you like, but definitely try it with coffee or an old fashioned or something that balance that peppery taste out. I just don't like the way it's just lingering on my tongue. It's not that pleasurable for me. So I'm gonna end this video on that note. So thanks for watching the video. And if you enjoyed the video, let me get a like and subscribe. Put some smoke in the air as we vibe. Bars, go Paseta.